Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. My name is Duncan Alderdice, and in this series, I'm making short videos in the morning of me documenting my thoughts and giving you updates on me as I improve my life. Again, part of the thing that I'm also doing and trying to improve is what the fuck is going in that intro. But the thing is, it's right now life, because it's not business necessarily. It's not get job, although that is a part of it. But like, it's broader. We're kind of trying to dial it in to figure out what that is. This is actually the second time I'm doing this, but some of you knew that already. But so here's your car. What is the thing that I'm going to talk about today right now is the fact that, okay, I'm editing the videos again, and I'm also noticing myself talk about things that I want to be doing, that then I'm in the future now from when those videos were recorded, and I have not made progress on those things. Number one being a business idea where it's just like I build an AI outbound system that does that automatically in the background. Haven't really made any progress on that. And by any progress, I mean zero. And that's kind of because when I made the video initially, it was going, okay, well, job market sucks. It's really tough. I have to find a different way other than apply. And then the applies actually turned into good opportunities. And so that's ultimately landed with an offer 2 days ago that I don't think I'm going to take, because I don't feel I'm like passionate, or not necessarily. I don't feel I have the strong belief in the thing that I'm representing. Not saying it's not something that someone can. Like, I see they do a lot of good work, but it's just not coming to me intuitively. Plus, the pay isn't immediately attractive enough. So, just going to make that decision on that. Appreciate that process for that. But the thing I can say, I guess, in a positive way, is that I have been spending at least these past 2 days, rather than applying for a bunch, like I kind of had a big smack of them, but I've been doing a lot of editing of the videos, and I'm noticing that, well, okay, so the task today, the goal today is to see how quickly I can edit one, because I think I can, well, I mean, long term, in order for this to be a repeatable process that I actually stick with, if I can get the video being recorded is, I wouldn't even count as that part of the actual task, because it also is like, well, I'm going for a walk in the morning. It's good to go outside. So there's like, if I wasn't recording this video, I still would be going for the walk. And because I'm still going for the walk, then it's not added time dedicated to that. Like, I found a way to, in the life that I'm having or trying to design for myself, integrate this as part of the workflow. Sorry. Okay. Fuck, no, that derailed my thoughts completely. But what I am noticing is that, I mean, like, the last 2 days, I only was able to finish one up. Okay, I'm gonna pause. There's a car behind me, and I'm just gonna be thinking about that. Okay, truck actually is gone. What was here? I'm only been able to get one video edited, and thumbnail created, and description written and uploaded per day. But, which is like a tremendous amount of time, and more than should be actually dedicated to that. But I can tell the reason why, and it strongly, is because, especially at the end of the video, that little weird, like the sequence where the start continue comes out with those cool colors, and then you might not notice, but in the background, then the colors kind of change, but be a bit like kind of weird, and then there's like some weird sound thing that happens. That is me just kind of fucking around with what is going in the, hold on, if I walk this way, there's not wind. Okay, so we might turn around soon. That's just me kind of fucking around with and playing around with Adobe Audition and just like adding a bunch of effects. I find that very engaging and interesting, like just having that sound on loop and like seeing how I can sort of morph it. And like, so that was like yesterday, like in the first 20 minutes, I had the video edited with all the titles and everything. And then the next hour and a half I spent on just kind of playing with those sort of things. And so it's like, okay, well, clearly that's doing something for me in terms of I'm enjoying that and that I'm engaged by that. But at the same time, okay, so that's good, and I shouldn't ignore that and like go, don't enjoy the process. But what we can say as well, though, in addition to that, is if I'm trying to make it go quick and was in a time crunch, I could cut that time or reduce it and go something with a bit more specific. Like if I just put the echo effect and then play around with the delay and add a chorus or phaser and then reverb. Ah, there's a mosquito, bitch. Look, it's a dead mosquito. Oh, it's still in me. God fucking damn it. How are they even landing on me? I'm the fastest walker since Usain Bolt. Okay. What was I saying? I was saying something, and then the mosquito, I'm like, no. Okay, no, I cannot stop. There's another one. All right. We're just going to run quick. I also need to get new shoes. These ones are like literally plastic with laces on them. Like as I'm stopping, there's no cushion for that. Okay. Talking about cutting that time. If I was in a crunch and just going simple with the effect, because the thumbnail also takes time in terms of putting the audio into the transcriber so that I can get an idea of it. And then it can kind of give me like the themes of the video. And then I decide from there what, so the title that I want. It's funny because it's the AI is very much like hiring a junior employee. Like they're so capable of so many different things, more capable than a human right out the box to a degree. But you cannot outsource your ideation to them. Well, I mean, you can, but I mean, if you have an opinion, I think I have strong opinions in general, or at least well thought through opinions, which as a consequence makes them strong. But especially on the creative front, like there's a particular kind of thing I'm going for, and the AI can be extremely sycophantic sometimes, where it will just, word of the day if you didn't know that, because I didn't know that the first time I saw it, which is sycophantic, SYCOPHANTIC, sycophantic. And so it's like kind of just like being like conceding or just telling the person who's speaking what it is that they want to hear, like not really holding an opinion. But so the ideas that they come up with either will just be over-validating or they just won't be good, or listen to the instruction. ChatGPT seems to be better because it just produces a bunch of shit, and then I can kind of go through that and go like, no, this one's not good. Okay, what am I going to auto-fade with this? Claude isn't as good as producing a bunch. Like it will go like, oh no, this one is number one, and I'm going, no, that's terrible. Like, I mean, that was the last video. It was like, you should title it Worst Case Ontario. And I'm going like, okay, yeah, I think it's funny. Like, reference to Ricky, that's another mosquito, dead. Three kills mosquitoes today. Are they in the back of my legs now? Like, okay, that's a funny thing, but it doesn't tell the viewer who has never seen me before anything about what is in the video, therefore making it clickable, so they at least meet me once and I can make an impression on them, and then they decide with more information than zero whether or not they like and stick around. But so that's like, it's got to be clickbaity to a degree while remaining in line with the brand identity, which is more prioritizing authenticity, even though saying that prioritizing authenticity feels inauthentic. Or is it just, I don't know, that's one of those things. I feel like there's a bunch of ropes I gotta tie around. The mosquitoes are like way faster than I thought they would. I wish I had a speed gun on me so I could know how fast I'm walking. Because then I could see like, oh my God, the mosquitoes keeping pace with me. If they're flying 8 kilometers an hour, it's not really that fast. But if I'm walking like 20 kilometers an hour right now, which I would be fucking impressed if I was, but I also have no frame of reference to know whether or not that would be impressive. There's wind and I just fucking know that. Okay, I'm gonna block the wind. What was I saying? I was saying something about something. all of where this is going is there's a lot of different moving pieces in it, that the editing is the easy and formulaic. I can get lost in the sauce trying to be creative and inventive and just kind of explore all the real effects and everything. But if I can get a video edited, like say in 30 minutes and then the thumbnail made in another 30 minutes, then that's an hour. Can I realistically think to myself, I can spend an hour a day editing videos to stay ahead of the pace, and then some days being able to do 2 or 3 and then making a leeway like that? That'd be ideal if I could do that and get to that point as well. The video length, I think, the idea for this is like, because I want this to be like a bingeable type thing where someone who's never seen me before is going like, okay, let's just watch all of them. But if they're all 30 minutes, that might be, I guess, too much to kind of get in the habit. But so I'm thinking like somewhere between 7 and 15 minutes. Recently they have been closer to 50 minutes, maybe a bit longer. So I want to keep them a bit reduced on that. But in that sense, I will appreciate you for sticking around and watching to this point. And I know you know this already, but I'll say it again, is that desire is what drives you forward. The pain you're going through is necessary. That is why you need to believe in yourself, because you're more capable of doing great things than you give yourself credit. Lean in, aim up, and move forward. Yes, you can. Yes, you will.